Hello, Capricorn. Amyenergy here with your weekly tarot message. If you have not, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell to be notified whenever I make a new video. We are working with the Wandering Star Tarot this week. Please keep in mind this is a general reading. Please use your own intuition. If you would like to book a personal with me, you can do so on my website, amyenergy.online. All right. Getting into career. All right, we're going to pull out for your career, love life, and personal. Okay, but starting with career here, Capricorn, I see us really jumping into something new here. Okay, we have the Fool here in the middle. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Four of Swords. So I definitely see a whole new chapter starting for us. I feel like we're really in the very beginning stages where we're really just having to trust, right? Take that first step in a new direction. And I feel like the second you take that step, Capricorn, the universe is here waiting to pick you up, okay? We do have the Four of Swords on the other side here. So I feel like we could be taking like a step towards rest, right? If we've been working very, very hard, we could have to maybe take a rest. Okay, with the Four of Cups on the bottom of the deck, I feel like, it could be that we've been working so hard that we haven't really checked in with our emotions, with how we're feeling. And, the Four of Cups, it's a general reading, but I feel a lot with the Four of Cups, it can be, feeling a little bit depressed, right? No lust for life here in that card. So I feel like if you're not feeling this free-spirited Fool energy, it's really because you do need some rest. You need to process the information here. Okay, be present is coming out. It was jumping out, but we're not going to take it, but I am feeling that, right? I feel like we need some time just to like stabilize our thoughts and emotions here. Contain. Yeah, we need like to incubate. I'm not even sure if I'm using that word like properly or what that has to do with contain, but that's just like what I'm hearing here. Like I just feel like you need your own little space, like so that you can kind of assess everything, right? You need it in a little space with you so you can focus on that. And just not have your energy spread out all over the place, right? So maybe we want to stay home this week for a couple of days if we can. Okay. But I definitely do see us stepping into something new, right? Once we process this information and get in touch with how we're really feeling, I feel like there is a new opportunity here for us. The universe is kind of just waiting for us to take that first step to really trust whatever is calling us right now. Okay. So let's move into love life. Oh, the Hanged Man, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Seven of Wands. So really interesting energy here with the love life. Okay, and we have the Emperor on the bottom. So there's a lot of fours in your reading here, Capricorn. I definitely feel like we're looking for like a new stability, if that makes sense, because I feel like in some ways we were stable before. We weren't unstable, at least not in, traditional ways, like, or financially, right? But I also feel like at the same time, we weren't on the path that was most aligned for us. And now moving into our love life, we have the Emperor here over this portion of the reading. So I'm kind of feeling like, maybe whatever we were doing in our career kind of kept us from what we wanted to pursue in our love life. Okay, from what we really wanted to build with a family, perhaps. Okay, the Hanged Man is here, so I do feel like, again, in this portion, we do need some time to really contemplate, right? We are opening up here to new perspectives with the Hanged Man, okay? With this Ace of Pentacles here, I do see that we're really like seeing the value in something, and it could very well be ourself with it being an ace. Okay. And also with the Seven of Wands. So self is like very prevalent in the love life portion. But I also feel like this could be, a new beginning with another person. Okay, I feel like we're just really thinking about what we want our life to look like. So that could be a little bit different for all of my Capricorns out there because I am getting some conflicting messages. Okay. Think is coming out. Yeah. Like I said, I'm getting some conflicting messages. So I feel like maybe some of you are already in a relationship and maybe we're just taking some time for ourselves, right? And for some of you, I feel like you want a new beginning with a person, and but it's serving yourself still, right? It's still the self. It's still you going after what you want. But I do feel like for a lot of you, like the stronger energy I'm feeling here is someone who maybe is in a relationship, but kind of like rethinking, not like thinking about necessarily getting out of the relationship, but just thinking of how to make things feel new, how to prioritize the self, and how to prioritize creative projects here with the Seven of Wands, right? And maybe it's not even like seeing how to do it, it might just be like we might know exactly how we want to do the creative projects, but the conflict could lie within like just like what are our values? Like maybe we used to spend a lot more time with our partner and now we spend more time working toward a goal here. But I feel like we're just thinking a lot about that. We could be like in our head. So I do feel like also with this Ace of Pentacles, it's good to like ground and make sure that you do have time to think. But, I feel like we want to more than think because we don't want to overthink, right? So we want to, I find it better myself to, instead of saying like, I need to think about something, I need time to think about it, I would rather say contemplate. I want to contemplate because when you think, you can just let your mind go out of control. The mind is the home of psychosis, but to me, the word contemplate just is more like an invitation for me to invite my whole body into the process. Um, I hope that helps somebody out there, that little tidbit. It was helpful for me when someone gave it to me. So passing that along. Um, Now, Capricorn, let's go ahead and move into personal. Okay. If you are enjoying this video, I invite you to give me a thumbs up. Definitely appreciate that. All right, we have the Chariot, the Magician, and the Knight of Wands. Wow, okay, so there is a lot of changes going on, Capricorn, in your life, and you are having to prioritize yourself, right? We have the Page of Wands here on the bottom of the deck. So, and the Knight of Wands here. So, a lot of fire energy. And we have the Chariot here, which is another 7, right? We have the 7 of Wands also in the reading. So, I'm also like reading this Chariot with, kind of a fiery energy to it as well. And I see us moving forward, you know, towards our vision, right? And we also had the Emperor over this portion, which is another card that I really associate with vision. So I do feel like for some of you, it could be a balance on how to move forward in the direction that you want. And then also like achieve the goals that you want with your family or with your partner. Um, yeah, I'm kind of feeling with some of you like the love life could be like you could have a family with someone, right? So you could be thinking about more people than just you and your partner, but I feel like it's one of those situations where by doing what's best for you here with the Magician, which is another 1, right? We already had the 1 here. So, in the Wheel of Fortune is a 10, which also is a 1, right? It's an ending and a beginning. The 1s are a new beginning. And, so you have like the Major Arcana 7, the Major Arcana 1 here. So, this is a new beginning, and this is you putting yourself first. Like 1s and 7s are very much about the self, the way that I read. So, there's sort of an evolution here happening where you're understanding that by doing what's best for you, that's what's best for everybody else too, right? No sense in being selfless or sacrificing your happiness for someone else, because you doing what's best for you is always what's going to be best for everyone around you, right? Except for maybe like people who don't deserve us to be thinking about them that way, right? Anyone who loves you is going to want to see you living your best life. Okay, we have interpret here. So I do feel really strongly like there's messages coming in right now, right? With the Knight of Wands, it says intuition right here on the card. So I feel like you are really being led. Like this Chariot, a lot of people call it the fastest moving card in the tarot. I'm not saying that's wrong. I do not read it that way personally. I read this as, a long journey, right? It could even be a lifelong journey, but it's definitely a destination that you will reach because there is a lot of determination in this card. So I feel like, we're kind of being called by a force greater than ourselves, right? So even if you think you're being selfish in any way, shape, or form, like you're not. It's just that you're starting out on a new path here with that Page of Wands, and, go down that path. Allow yourself to be led. Trust what you're feeling, because I do feel like your intuition is on point and your passions are guiding you. And for some of you, if you've had like a time where things have been stagnant and not flowing very well, Rise Again is on the bottom of the deck. So do not be afraid to rise up again, right? Do not be afraid to start over, right? To go down a new road. All right, we're going to get you an angel here. Inner child healing is coming out. Expect miracles here on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so really beautiful cards. I definitely feel like that could be a big part of what's going on here up in the career. Maybe for some of us, this may not resonate for everybody. Again, general reading, but maybe for some of us, we weren't really taught that we could take breaks, you know? We weren't really taught that our rest was something to be prioritized. Or maybe it even has to do with our family, right? Maybe we were taught that we have to put a partner or children above our creative process. And even if we know those things to be very false, it's easy to say something is not true, but we live in a really effed up society. So we do have internalized stuff, right? No matter what it could be. So I do see that. I see us really, you know, it's not even like a release. It's just like with this hanged man, I do see that we have to change our perspective, or like I was saying, spend some time into contemplation. Um, because I feel like, you know, with this think card here, also with the inner child healing, I feel like there could be things that are like second nature to you to like, you know, like I said, like it's things that are ingrained and you have to like actually go through the process of unlearning them. You can say it's not true for you, but then still see ways that this comes up, right? Like I can think of a ton of different examples and I don't want to be too specific in a general reading. But I feel like certain things like we just need to like think about it, right? Like when we're feeling a certain way, like really take a moment, contemplate, get in your body, like ask yourself questions. You know, I talk to myself all day because it's helpful to really think things through and really contemplate like, why do I feel this way? Why did I do that? Why did I say that? So I feel like that can be very healing for our inner child as well. Okay, we have Uranus coming out here, 11th house, and Aquarius. Okay, so a lot of Aquarius energy, right? Modern ruler of Aquarius is Uranus. The 11th house is the house that Aquarius rules. And then we just have Aquarius energy here. So that to me is just really giving me like a specific message that you're here to shake things up in this world, right? And you're here to be an example to the rest of the world, which would be in the 11th house, right? That's humanity. And you're going to do things a little bit differently, right? So you aren't going to be able to look at a blueprint for how somebody else achieved success or how someone else did it. You're going to do it your way. All right. And it's interesting because Aquarius is also ruled by Saturn traditionally, which you are also ruled by Saturn, my Capricorns. So if you're a Capricorn rising, it's your chart ruler. So definitely, you know, feel a Saturnian energy. The Fool also I associate with Saturn returns. So maybe some of you Capricorns out there have Saturn in Aquarius. Maybe some of you are going through your Saturn return right now. Or maybe some of you, you know, have just been through your Saturn return. And now you're getting ready to take that first step. So it's a really beautiful reading here, Capricorn. I'm going to get us an affirmation. All right, we have the love within me is more powerful than doubt or fear. Okay, absolutely. It really is Aquarius. Now I'm going to call you Aquarius because I rolled the Aquarius dice. But Capricorn, with that Aquarius energy, I am feeling the message is that, like, you have a lot of love in you. And even if you might feel guilty about some of the sacrifices that you're making, like I said, you doing what's best for you is what's best for literally every person on this planet, right? And I only make an exception because, like, maybe it's not technically, like, maybe it's not good for, like, the capitalist and the billionaires that want to exploit your labor and all of that. But really, it's even better for them because they need to, like, get off this planet sooner than later. So, anyways, topic for another time, Capricorn. I'm going to leave it there for now. If you want to book a personal with me, you can do so on my website, amyenergy.online. Follow me on Instagram at amyenergy. Follow me on TikTok at amyenergy3. Donate to the channel. On Venmo, I am at amyenergy. Most importantly, though, Capricorn, have a wonderful week. I love you. Take care.